Hi everyone, it's me Heather, with more Piggy action from Pig Corner. Welcome back to all our regular viewers, plus any first time visitors too of course. Everyone's welcome here, and you're all free to tell me exactly what you think in the comments. Today the boys have been exiting the shed in orderly fashion. But Stanley, who likes to act as doorman, is making life difficult. Did you see him just snap at Dudley there, sending him on his way? So now Dudley dishes out a bit of the same when he arrives where the rest have gathered, snapping at Cedric to tell him to F off out the way. It seems to me that everyone's in a snappy mood today, so it'll be interesting to see how this unfolds. I'm not going to repeat all the health and safety crap today, as I know most of you've heard it all before. And don't really pay much attention to it anyhow. The warnings about my language slips, the pigs misbehaving, etc. If it happens, it happens. But it's only a bit of cussing and swearing, and I'm sure you've seen and heard a lot worse. By now I expect you'll know the routine almost as well as the pigs themselves. They live free range all day long, from early morning until dusk, but sleep safely inside a converted shed at night. They forage for themselves, as well as being fed small portions of veggies and dandelions each day. So Cedric, who was lurking bottom left, now feels it's safe enough to make his way back to join the rest, hoping perhaps that Dudley's attentions shifted to something or someone else. But now Dexter's snapping at Piggly B for no good reason. What the fuck's the matter with everyone today? It reminds me of something I said a couple weeks ago, which originally came from Winnie the Pooh, believe it or not. Remember this, all of you. A little consideration, a little thought for others, goes a long way. So try to remember that, please, and make the most of this lovely life you have here. That means no snapping, no biting, no chasing, no spraying, no humping, no bum sniffing, and no stealing food from each other. Although that might be expecting a bit too much from you lot. When I watch them wandering around freely as they do, I wonder sometimes whether they have a bit too much freedom. Whether it's tempting fate to allow them to forage and roam freely like this. Although we've never yet had any ill wind blow their way, so to speak. What do you think, viewers? The thing is, they have plenty of trees under which they can seek shelter. Plenty of hiding places made specifically for them, which they all seem to know like the back of their paws. And we are well away from regular dog walking areas. With so many garden birds around, there seems to be a warning system in place amongst the birds, which the pigs are able to understand and act upon. On the other hand, there are several cats around, and at least one sparrowhawk, which, fortunately for the pigs, only seems to be interested in other birds. That's obviously not so good news for other birds, hence the early warning system, I suppose. One other factor, which you've probably realized, is that the area the pigs roam in is in a sort of a dip, at the bottom of a bank, and bordered by a hedge along one side, a 2-meter fence at the top. And the pig house and property too, of course. If anyone has concerns, please let us know. But at the end of the day, it's all a balancing act. Risk versus freedom to live free range. Perhaps it needs just a bit more added security, such as a gate across the front to thwart any intrusions by loose dogs. We'd be happy to listen to thoughts or suggestions, as it's obviously crossed the minds of a few of you. Oh Stanley, you dirty pig. Just when I'd been singing your praises and telling the viewers you'd mellowed a bit and started behaving, what do you go and do? That was aimed at Mario, wasn't it? I thought you and he had become mates these days, but you still try and cover him in spray. And on camera as well. Well, I take it all back, viewers. At the end of the day, I'm afraid he is still a bellend. Going back to the security question again. When you see them in a corner such as this, with safety in numbers, which they're all too aware of course, under the trees, with a hedge down one side, and the terracotta pots providing cover as well, I'm more inclined to think, what is there to worry about? I suppose, as with most things in life, the answer lies somewhere in between. And it's a question of weighing up the risks against the benefits. They can't really have it both ways, can they? A bit like having your cake and eating it, whatever that's supposed to mean. How about eating half the cake and leaving the other half in the fridge? As you can well imagine, looking after this lot does take a fair bit of time each day. So the time spent near them and with them is the ideal opportunity to check on their well-being, to observe them carefully, and to try to make sure that all is well in their piggy world. Space, food and a variety of exercise and mental stimulation are all prerequisites for healthy pigs, but that is all readily available to them living as they do. As a general rule, we try to handle at least a couple of them each day, more if possible without it becoming a chase or in any way stressful for them. Anyway, I'm pleased to say there are no signs of any of them being unhappy or having any health issues at the moment. And they all seem to be living a happy, carefree life for now. Several of them do seem to enjoy gentle handling, massage, hand feeding and so on. And it's an ongoing thing to handle them more and tame the whole group. Or should that be herd? Is 12 a small herd or a large group? I mentioned that the other day, and still haven't decided what I think it should be. I'm going to shut up for a while now, as some of you might prefer to enjoy nature without me yakking away. So it's just the pigs and the birds for the next couple of minutes. It's nice to see them enjoying their freedom, feeding and interacting like this, isn't it? I wonder if they have any idea how fortunate they are to live like this. Probably not, but we'll never really know, I guess. Anyway, it's just about time for me to go, so I'm going to say goodbye again, viewers. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please spread the word and share it with your friends. Every little bit helps. And of course, as usual, I look forward to reading and replying to your comments. Thank you very much. Cheerio for now then, see you again soon.